Alright everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be tackling a project that my wife has been wanting to do for a very long time. We're putting shiplap above the fireplace. You can see I've already gotten started here a little bit, but I'm going to take you guys along with me. And I've already been to Lowe's. I got the shiplap, got some trim, maybe have to do another Lowe's run, not really sure. But we're going to get into it. At the end of the video, I'll show you everything that I bought, cost breakdown and all that, like I always do, and let's get into it.
Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, jeez. Didn't know you were there. Yeah, so what I'm doing here is I'm making some marks so that we know how wide we need to make the shiplap, or I guess how long we need to make the shiplap. So what we do is we want to make our trim piece, the outside of it, line up with this corner right here. So what we do is we take our tape measure, we get in here, we measure from the corner of the wall in there. So that's about, 6 3/4, and then we do the same over here, and this is about 6 1/4, so not quite spaced evenly in between this wall right now, the fireplace, but and then I cut this board to length, so this is actually going to be one of our trim pieces. So I measured obviously top of the wall down to the top of the hearth. Is that what this is called?
Mantle.
The mantle. And so what we do is we made a little mark. You can see down here, I just made a little tick mark, put there, and then we put this on it. We get it all leveled. So we took our level, and then we get it leveled, and then I made some just some marker lines here. Did the same thing over here. If I don't trip and kill myself. So then now we know the measurement between this and this is how long our shiplap pieces need to be. And yeah, we're gonna get cutting those, and then we'll get them put on the wall. All right, so we're gonna make our measurement on the shiplap to get our first piece cut here. And I'll just kind of show you how I do that. So we measured inside between the lines that we made was just about 51 inches there. So we're going to come down here, and I got my Milwaukee Sharpie here. I'll lock that out. And then we're going to make our cut. We'll mark where it was on the marks there. So what I do is then I take a straight edge here, and I just will translate my line. Just like that. And safety first. And then what I do, I can come around to this side, is I use this straight line, or the straight edge, to make sure I guide the saw perfectly straight. So we're doing a 0-degree cut, right? A straight cut. So we line it up with this one right here. So we put that on our board, just like that. And then I can hold my straight edge. This gives me something to hold on to here. Then we make our cut. Should have thought about that. Alright, so we're making our way down the wall here. We've got the first trim piece up. Make sure that this is all level. So we put this piece up first, and then we started at the top. And with that top piece, we ended up cutting off the little lip here so that it sits up against the ceiling. And then we're just working our way down. What we do is we're putting on some of the construction adhesive right here. Some of this construction adhesive. And then put it up there. And then I get a little crazy with the nail gun. But yeah, working our way down here. When we come down to the bottom, we'll probably have a little bit to trim off on the last piece. And then once all those pieces are up, we'll put our last trim piece up here and fill in the holes and maybe do a little touch-up paint. All right, just wrapping up the project here. So you can see we've got the shiplap on the wall. It's all trimmed. We've got the caulking around the edges. We still do have to fill in some nail holes, but this gives a pretty good idea of what the project will look like once it's finished. So next we're going to go into how much this cost. I'll list on the screen all the breakdown of everything, as well as any additional Lowe's trips I had to make. All right, everybody, taking you into what this project ended up costing us. So starting at the top here of the spreadsheet, you can see we have the shiplap itself. So I did not end up purchasing enough on my first run to Lowe's and had to go back and get some more. But overall, got about 8 of these 12-foot boards total. They were $13.98 each. So just shy of $112 for the shiplap. Got some painting accessories, got some of the caulking as well as some construction adhesive. The trim pieces that you see on the side of the fireplace there, that was these 1x4 painted pine common boards, and that was about $21.58 for 2 of them. Did not have a nail gun, so this was a great excuse to go to Harbor Freight and find a great deal on one. It was $29.99. Really happy with how it performed. And then I bought 5,000 nails, and I used 18 of them. So I have a ton of nails left for future projects. Overall, this project cost me just shy of $215. If you already have maybe some paint and a nail gun lying around, you may be able to do this for under 150 bucks. Who knows? You know, it's definitely going to be reasonable to do this project. We're happy with what we got for $215. As always, not a professional, just a homeowner trying to save some money and help you do the same. If you liked this video, please like and subscribe. If you have any comments for what I can do better, please let me know. We may include a future video with any revisions that I would make to this project. So with that, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.